on how to speak English. So the next would be...
Okay, so that's all the historical tidbits of India, and now we will going to proceed our main topic, which is the cultural analysis of the movie Taare Zameen Par, or Every Child is Special. So now I'm going to introduce to you the character of the movie, which is Ram Shankar, which is the mentor or the teacher of Ishaan. And Ishaan, our Awasthi, is the child who have dyslexia, and Maya Awasthi, the mother of Ishaan, and Nankishore Awasthi, the father of Ishaan. So now, the theme of the movie is a child is a gift of God. Every child is special, every child is unique and different in their ability, need and interest. Every child comes with a message that God is not yet discouraged of man.
And now, let's move on to the summary or the plot of the story like Stars on Earth, or also known as Every Child is Special. So the plot of the story about like Stars on Earth is the Mumbai-based Awasthi family consists of Nand Kishore, his wife, Maya, and two sons, Johan and Ishaan. Both sons attended St. Anthony's High School, where Johan excels in his studies, but Ishaan does the opposite, having failed in his third grade twice already. So, regarding with that, which means that Johan is more intelligent than Ishaan, and every now and then, Ishaan is always, Johan rather, was always get a better grades because he's always willing to learn everything and every day. And his parents continues to be disappointed with his performance, and as a result, he hides his report cards from them and often misses schools and keeps to himself all the time. There was a time that Ishaan don't want to go to school anymore for some reasons. He's lazy to study, and he's lazy to do his homeworks or any school activities. So what Johan did, what Ishaan did is that he asked his brother to write an absent note for him so that Ishaan can be able to escape from studying or reporting to school. So, with that, things get worse when gets into disagreements and fights with other children, prompting his father to have him admitted in the new era boarding school in distant Pakistani. So this is now the time that the father or the family of Ishaan was able to come up in a decision to transfer him to another school, which is what we call the boarding school. Boarding school is one of the strictest school in India, or in the movie, where all the students will be punished whenever they wasn't able to do the right things. So with that, that school can be able to help the students to mold them to become more productive as well. After all this relocation of Ishaan, even this relocation does not improve Ishaan's performances, and the principal decides to rusticate him. Then a temporary teacher, Ram Shankar is recruited. So this is now the time that this one teacher came to the school and surprised the children. So the first thing that the teacher did to surprise his students is through presenting some play kids, just like that. So yeah, with that, Ram meets with Ishaan and believes that he has a solution that will improve the child's life, little realizing that Ishaan does not have much a future of neither his teachers, his friends, and even his parents believe that there is any hope for him. So there was a time that the teacher, Nikum, was able to study the performances of Ishan. So he was able to notice the doings of this particular student, Ishan, and he gathered all the information. He always, what do you call this one, asked the friends of Ishan if what happened to him, or also the teacher also tried to ask and went to his parents of Ishan's house to ask more information what really happened of this student Ishan.
So we are going to tackle today one question which is why most families, especially Indian families, can relate to the movie Taare Zameen Par. So actually there are several reasons why this movie is relatable. So number one is the sensitivity of the issue of dyslexia. Taare Zameen Par was one of the first Bollywood films to deal with the issue of dyslexia, and it did so in a very sensitive and empathetic way. The movie helped raise awareness about the condition and showed how it can affect a child's life. So in a short description, the movie Taare Zameen Par clearly emphasized the effect of the dyslexia and its effect of the child's life. So that's why this movie is very relatable, especially to Indian families, and not just Indian families, but all families that have a child. So number two is the importance of education. The film also highlights the importance of education, not only in terms of academic achievement, but also in terms of emotional and social development.
Okay, so the other reason is pressure to excel in academics. Indian society places a lot of emphasis on academic achievement, and many students feel the pressure to excel in school. In India, the parents will decide what the course of the child will be taken on their degree, and then they will pressure the child to be more excellent, especially in engineering or in medical courses, because they believe that if you took engineering and medical courses, you can excel, or in our language is tinatawag mo asinso. And the other reason is typical families where only high achievers are appreciated. Taare Zameen Par also touches on the issue of traditional Indian families where only high achievers are appreciated. In most families, academic achievement is highly valued, and children are often expected to excel in school. And the fifth reason is comparison between siblings. The movie depicts Ishan's older brother as higher achiever in academics and sports, which makes Ishan feel even more inadequate and inferior. He is constantly compared to his brother, and his parents and teachers often hold him up to same standards, even though he has a learning disability.
Alright, the next would be a strict father and matter who does not match have to say. So this is not a time that we can be able to, what you call this one, to compare or to foresee that the movie star Zameen Par also portrays a typical Indian family structure where the father is strict and authoritarian and the mother does not have much to say in family matters. So as we all know that it's one of the culture in India that the oldest man in the family should be the one who is authorized to govern the family. The reason why it is because they really know that the oldest one in the member in the family has the more power and has the capabilities also to take good care of the family, or what we call this one, to conduct the rules in the entire family. So the next would be boarding school as a solution. So the movie shows Ishan's parents sending him to a boarding school in the hope that it would help him with his learning disability. It is a common belief that sending indisciplined or underachieving children to boarding schools or hostels can solve the problems. So a lot of Indian people usually send their children to the boarding school for them to be able to be more productive individual, or to be more, what we call this one, to enhance and discipline their personality as well, just like in academics or any activities. So those are the reasons why the movie like Stars and Earth, or what we call every child is special child. So